With Growlers head coach Eric Wellwood. Eric, 3 solid periods for the Growlers coming up, just short in the end. I mean, just summarize the game for us.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game by both teams. I thought we played really well. We had a lot of scoring chances, that we just didn't score on. Very good goaltending on their part. And at the same token, we gave up some chances, and KP made the right saves. I mean, he only let in 2. He gave us an opportunity to win. Their guy played really, really well as well. It was a good hockey team by both teams.
What did you think of the special teams tonight? Obviously, the Growlers striking for a quick one in the third, but as a whole, how did you like the special teams again?
Well, I mean, we hit 3 posts in 2 power plays. I think the power play is doing well. I mean, if we're getting opportunities but they're not going in, what are you supposed to change? The personnel is right. The structure is right. It just hasn't gone in. I mean, we were able to score one at the key moment, which is something that you really want to look at. I think it's important when you have a good power play. You could have a high percentage, but you want them to score at the right moment. They scored at the right moment in the third to start us, and it really gave us a good spark for the rest of the third, and I felt like we played really well after that as well. So, special teams were good.
And Jeremy McKenna getting that goal for the Growlers, and just his second of the postseason. But I mean, just share your thoughts on his contributions to this team that go beyond the score sheet.
Yeah, you're right. His play away from the puck is really, really good. He's working really hard. You can see 2 goals, but for some reason it just hasn't gone in yet for him. But he's a type of player where the stats will even out, and we could be talking about him scoring every game, for X amount of games. He had I would say 6 grade A scoring chances. He scored on 1 of them, and typically he would score on 3 of those. So, and nothing he needs to change in his game. I think the most important thing is just relax and know that if you stay the course, it's all going to work out. We're very happy with his game as a staff. I'm sure he's frustrated, but sometimes it just doesn't work out, but it will in the end as long as you stick the course. So we're happy with where he's at.
What's your count of how many posts the Growlers hit tonight?
Yeah, I think it was 4 or 5 in the first. I think one of them was a little bit of an outside post, so I don't know if I really want to count that. But yeah, we had some posts. It was a tough game to score tonight. It was a tough game to score, and not only was their goalie really, really good, of course, I think that's the obvious thing, but I think Reading did a good job at really collapsing in the house and blocking the shots, and they played a really strong playoff game tonight, and kudos to them.
It felt like the Growlers really caught a groove when you were teeing up Hoffenmeyer from the point, using that hard shot to kind of create some unexpected rebounds. Is that fair to say? Did you guys like what you were getting out of the point shot from Hoff?
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's a weapon back there. We have a certain style, and sometimes you got to change it up to try something different if your style that is typical isn't working, and you're going to tee up your weapon. Of course, it's like trying to find OB on the power play, or whatever our systems are. Everybody's got a unique skill set, and you want to take advantage of that. So try to tee him up, because he can score some goals from back there.
Just sort of from my perspective up in the press box there, it seems like Reading is doing really well at kind of cutting off the zone entries and then getting a guy back to retrieve the puck when it's dumped in. What can you do to sort of address that?
I don't know if I would agree with that. That is how they play, but I mean, we had 11 scoring chances generated off of entries. That's really high. So I don't know if I'd agree with that. I mean, I know what they're doing, and we've broken it many times. The odd time you're not going to break it, of course. But I'm not worried or concerned about that.
Just spoke briefly about Hoffenmeyer being a weapon on the point, but what else about his game did you like to know?
Well, his defensive game, he's playing fantastic. He's got a great stick. We try to get him out there through it all playoffs and through it all season. Of course, he's one of our best defenders, and he plays against the top guys most of the time, and he limits their scoring chances. He's great on the PK. He's great on the power play. He's been a solid player for us these playoffs. Really good defensively.
What factor did fatigue play in this game? Obviously, after a quick turnaround, I know it affected both teams, but in your eyes, what factor did it play?
I don't think too much, to be honest. Maybe we had 2 mental lapses in the first period that actually caused the goals. Maybe you can attribute that to a little bit of fatigue, and as we got into the groove of the game, we were a lot better. Some guys, I would say, were a little bit sluggish, but I mean, if you have 5 gears and we play in 5th, they were in 4th gear. It's not like it was too much of a factor. I didn't find that. I thought, especially as the game went on, we got better and better and better. But we're so used to this. We're used to this travel. We're used to, what was it, 32 hours to get home and then play the next day. So, we've done that a lot this year. So the boys are used to it. I didn't think fatigue was a factor at all tonight.